Hi, I'm Michael Boyle, and my topic is how media violence affects children and adults. In today's world, everyone has access to different types of media, whether it's through their cell phone, computer, or mainly television. The media has become much more violent, and aggressive behavior is much more common while watching television. The youth, they're becoming much more aggressive due to the games they're playing and exposed to at an early age, and they think violence is an everyday thing, which it's not. Studies have been found that show how media and aggression they correlate together, and they have shaped many people today. Um, a study from PsychCentral.com shows that people are what you watch, and that is displayed for the public to see, obviously, on their webpage. Some examples of violence in the media include kids' television shows becoming much more violent today. Um, the children are playing shooting games that show killing and blood and gore and gruesome activities such as killing zombies or shooting opponents in an online room lobby they play in. News stations show violence and bad things happening mainly to keep people entertained because people don't want to sit there and watch good acts of kindness all day. That's obvious. And now that I've informed you now that I've informed you on some of these examples, let's see what is happening with our world and discuss the effect that it's having on society. To begin, just to reiterate the point, how society today is much more they're much more internet savvy, and they have the access to media than many generations did before us. And it's been proven that games the kids are playing today, it's they're playing them much more at a higher rate than we did when we were younger. Girls are playing anywhere from around 5 hours a week, where boys are playing anywhere for around 13 hours a week. And it's been shown that the kids who are playing for longer periods of time are much more aggressive. They're more confrontational towards their teachers in school, and there's an evident decline in grades because they're spending this time playing these games when they should be studying or doing some type of activity to help them grow and build into a mature person. Also, children have access to shows on television that only adults should be watching, such as the series The Walking Dead. I know we've all seen a couple of episodes of that where there's zombies walking around, and yeah, they're killing these zombies to survive, but they're doing it in a way where it's almost fun and cool to do, and we're entertained by this because we think it's cool, or we think it's crazy how they're doing these killings, and these kids shouldn't be watching this, and the parents are at fault here because the parents aren't caring what their children are watching, even though what they're watching is very gruesome and they probably shouldn't be seeing it at the early age they are. Um, all of these shows affect the world in a very negative manner, and it's just to show how everyone is becoming much more aggressive and society is changing slowly. In Kaplan's article I've attached, it's what affects on behavior. He discusses how violence in media can changes a society. It changes the behavior in society. It states how television shows and they often promote weapons as being cool to have or cool to carry with someone and use. And people are having much more access to viewing these topics in today's society. Um, I just want to conclude here with I hope the points I've stated, how society is changing drastically and the media is it's just violent today, how we need to censor this back for the children and adults for our future generations because it's only going to affect us and make us more violent in the future. These studies have shown that this is happening, so why not stop now? One rule I could say is the censorship of news stations should be required. If they show a crime or something gruesome happening, they should follow it up with something good happening in the community because that's what these kids are seeing. They're seeing these crimes happen and they think this is what happens every day. This is what I should be doing, when no, in fact, they should be going out and doing community service or doing good things in the community. And secondly, children should have their shows regulated closely. They should not be able to watch these shows where they are doing something graphic, or they should be able to watch shows that help them build as individuals or learn something. And last, I know that these problems are not going to be solved overnight. Like, they have to be taken like slowly, drastically. It's just as the media, it's slowly evolved into showing these graphic and violent behaviors, and over time, we will be able to slowly get back to watching educational things, or not so much educational, but just less gruesome shows for everyone. Thank you, and I hope you've enjoyed this.